In the aftermath of Saturday's rescue of nearly 200 farm animals in Hamptonburg, Orange County, Emiliano Zapata of Newburgh has been charged with animal neglect and improper disposal of animal remains. Zapata and others were operating a backyard slaughterhouse on the Route 416 farm, butchering the diseased animals. Clear evidence of cow butchering was observed at the scene on Saturday, evidence that was being destroyed in a barrel fire the next day until extinguished by Campbell Hall Fire Department personnel. Unburied carcasses of dead animals have been located on the farm as well. The situation came to light from information provided to Hudson Valley SPCA Law Enforcement Division Chief Gene Hecht from Town of Montgomery Police. Chief Hecht secured a search and seizure warrant and enlisted the aid of 4 animal rescue sanctuaries in the area. The day-long rescue involved gathering the animals, determining their immediate care needs, cataloging and assigning the animals to different sanctuaries. Animals in the most severe cases of disease and malnourishment were taken directly to Cornell University's Hospital for Animals for emergency treatment. Animal neglect and improper disposal can be serious charges when applied to the magnitude of this situation. No charges have been filed with regard to the slaughterhouse. While this is not illegal to butcher animals on farm property, there are licensing and sanitary requirements that must be complied with, neither of which were in effect at this farm.
You're going to have misdemeanor charges for cruelty to animals and for these unsanitary conditions. It's usually under the agriculture and markets law because you're dealing with farm animals. However, if there's a number of animals involved, if the cruelty is particularly severe and it can be documented, then you can be looking at felony charges, in which case you're going to be looking at potentially state prison time on these charges.
Good. Now, with regard to what's called the backyard slaughterhouse, can there be charges made against the owner of the property or the tenant of the property with respect to the slaughterhouse they had there?
Well, only if you can prove that they were selling the meat for public consumption. If that's the case, you're required to get a federal license, and the state requires that as well. However, if you are something called a custom slaughterhouse, which means you only slaughter your own animals, animals that you hunt, animals that you raise, or you only slaughter animals that a friend or someone who comes to you raises or hunts, then you don't have to have a license, in which case you are exempt from that law.
When I questioned him on why he has the animals, I asked him if it's for food, and he said yes. I don't know how big a family he has, but that's 200 animals on his property. A lot of animals.
At this time, there is no evidence that the butchered meat was distributed or sold in the area. Emiliano Zapata is due in Hamptonburg Town Court on November 17th.